It's only been several weeks since Arnold Palmer passed away, and none of us will forget that beautiful ceremony in Latrobe at St. Vincent's Basilica several weeks ago. Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson, and Vince Gill's beautiful voice filled up the Basilica that day. On this beautiful October day, a few of us have gathered here at Atria's in the South Hills of Pittsburgh to say, well, thank you to Doc Giffin, Arnold Palmer's right-hand man. So we're going to go inside today, have a few cocktails, and tell a few Arnold Palmer stories. You know, as a kid growing up in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, every time a plane would fly over, Doc, all the kids in Latrobe, we might be playing midget football, we might be out back playing on a dirt pile, we'd say, there goes Arnold Palmer, because he was the local kid who had done good in Latrobe and had his own airplane. How many airplanes did he own in his lifetime?
Well, I think the number was 8.
Is that what it was?
And of which two were props and 6 were jets.
Wow.
I think that's the right number. And it's appropriate that you had mentioned the aviation and how important it was. How the people in the community recognized it, but how important it was to him at the final touch to the memorial service Tuesday a week ago was his plane with his pilot in charge flying over the St. Vincent Basilica and then going into a steep cloud up into the sky.
To see the angels.
That was so appropriate.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now look, did he ever get you in the darn plane and do a tumble rope?
Oh yeah, he did.
Did it scare you?
Not really. It was too quick. It happened too fast. I didn't even know it was coming. It was over before it started.
That's funny, and he was probably chuckling.
Oh yeah.
You know, Mr. Palmer had a great sense of humor. He was always joking, always laughing. What's your fondest, I mean, I don't know if you want to tell us, but, you know, a secret between you and I, one of your fondest stories between just the two of you that happened?
Well, I wasn't thinking of it in that terms. I think my fondest story about Arnold Palmer was 37th birthday when Winnie Palmer secretly arranged for President and Mrs. Eisenhower to come to Latrobe, surprise Arnold on his 37th birthday, sent the plane, getting back into aviation again. She sent the plane down to New York to pick up the president. He was at Gettysburg then, brought him home with the Secret Service along, and the president went to Arnie's front door, knocked on the door, and when he sent Arnold to answer the door, he opens the door and there's President Eisenhower standing there with a little overnight bag in his hand, asking him, he says, would you happen to have a bed you can put an old man for the night? And they had a marvelous week, marvelous non-golfing weekend. Talked about that every day, so often the rest of his life.
Well, I know anybody that ever ran into Arnold Palmer loves to tell their favorite Arnold Palmer stories as well. So probably a big thank you too for all your years of keeping old AP on schedule. Was he had to turn to you all the time and go, how are we doing for time? Where are we at with time?
He was always good at that. He was a very prompt person. He didn't tolerate lateness.
And here I was an hour and a half late once to interview Mr. Palmer. Doc and I were talking, just a quick, one of my favorite stories. I was late, not because I wanted to be, because there was a car problem, there was a cell phone problem. I was late by an hour and a half to interview Mr. Palmer in your offices back in Old Latrobe. Ran up the driveway, ran in, sat down and said to Mr. Palmer, hello, Mr. Trevino, how are you today? And he, of course, started laughing because he was that kind of guy, right, Doc?
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going to check in on the rest of the lunch and see what these guys are eating, whether it's salmon or chicken, but mostly we're here to remember Mr. Palmer. And a big shout out to one of our press colleagues, Doc, for many fine years of press service.
Nice to talk to you, Andy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Doc. God bless.
Good. You too.
All right.